All right. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Give me give me 1 second. Let me just get it together. What's it, John? Come on. Everybody on YouTube, what's going on? Good morning. Come on. Another one bites the dust. Hey, another one bites the dust. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get it together. Let me just get it together real quick. I am not ready. Hold on. I'm not ready. And I should be. I should be ready. But I am not ready. I'm not gonna lie. I should be ready. I'm gonna be ready. We're gonna talk about listen real quick. LeBron James is gonna enter his 23rd season playing basketball. That's big. Another one bites the dust. Then another one bites the dust. Okay. Give me 1 second. You remember that? Another one bites the dust. Uh, uh, uh. Another one bite. Welcome, guys. Another one, and another one bite the dust. Hey, they're gonna get you too. Number one bite the dust. All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, I always say, like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is a Wake the F Up Monday. What's up, guys? I'm super excited to be here. It is Monday, June the 30th. June is done. June is done. Can I just repeat what I just said to myself? It is Monday, June the 30th. June the 30th. Where did June go? 2026, 4 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome. Shout out to my folks over there in YouTube. Welcome, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. June the 30th. That means we got to pay these bills tomorrow. Again. 2026. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. God bless each and every one. Guys, the Zelle is right there. You guys been slacking on the Zelle. I don't know. You're slacking on your pimp. You're slacking on your Zelle pimping. I don't know what's going on out there. Zelle. You're slacking on your Zelle. 570-982-6950. Hit that Zelle. What's wrong with y'all? On the Wake the F Up Monday. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. We truly appreciate you. I hope all you guys had a fantastic weekend. And I do mean that when I say it, and I hope that your families are doing well over the weekend. And I definitely want to say that, and I definitely mean that from the bottom of my heart. We are 100% totally committed to this movement. Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. What else? Oh yeah, this is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I said that 4 times. I have to say that. I feel truly blessed, highly favored today. The sun is shining out here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The birds are chirping. The neighbors are waving hi and saying good morning. People are walking the dogs. Somebody's walking a cat. It's a beautiful day out. I feel truly blessed and grateful. And I want to say something about family. And it's weird. I think my family, my moms and my sister and my niece and my cousins and my aunties and all of them, I think they're in Atlantic City, if I'm not mistaken. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. They're in Atlantic City, I believe, and I think. And yesterday, early in the afternoon, I did a private event not far away from Atlantic City. I was in Hialeah, New Jersey, which is probably like an hour away from Atlantic City, maybe less than an hour. And I was like, wow, man, like, but it was early in the day. I don't know what time. I got to talk to my mother. I got to talk to my people. I got down there in that area at about 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Stayed till about 4, and then I head on back to Bethlehem, and I was tired. So shout out to my family. If y'all in Atlantic City, be safe, and I hope you guys are okay. And mom called me. I haven't heard from Mama Harvey in over a day, so I know she's out there rock starring it. So Mama Harvey, please contact your son. Okay, guys, we got an action-packed show today. Matter of fact, we have a special guest. We got 2 guests today, real quick. We have an up-and-coming comedian by the name of Meghan Rose from the Rochester, New Jersey area. I think she's very funny. And she also has a side business. I mean, she has a business as well. And I said side. I'm so used to saying side businesses, right? Uh, uh, she has a business, and we want to talk to her about that. Then we have my good friend I just met yesterday. Her name is Lisa. She does CPR, and she wants to talk about the importance of CPR. Now, let's get into the weekend real quick. I'm going to tell you how my weekend was. I worked the whole entire weekend. You know, for a person like me and what I do for a living, like obviously Fridays and Saturdays are like my Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And I had the privilege of working a bunch of private events. I didn't even do regular stand-up. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. I didn't really do any like traditional stand-up shows. They were all private events. And one of them really captivated me. And I'll tell you why. We did a backyard picnic in Toms River, New Jersey. Right. And it was a celebration. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. We are in the building. Put the ones in the chat room. I can't see the chat room. Put them ones in the chat room. Shout out to my dog, Cooper. Cooper's in the building. So we did this before we get into this news and before we get into this. And shout out to SennyJ and Miss Miko. No question about it. I did a show in Toms River, New Jersey for this African-American couple who had a big family and friends. And we did this event in their backyard down in, like I said, in this Toms River, New Jersey area. Sort of like in the cut in the back somewhere. I don't remember ever being in Toms River, New Jersey. Doesn't sound like a lot of Black people live in Toms River, New Jersey. Shout out to Toms River, New Jersey. But anyway, it was this African-American couple, a mother and father, and they had an extended family there at this particular picnic, celebration get-together. And it was a celebration for their son. And their son was, it still resonates in my head right now at this moment. Their son is 23 years old. And they were celebrating him because he graduated from Harvard University. This young man graduated from Harvard University, and I was like blown away. Because it takes a village to raise these children, take a village to raise all of us. I definitely, truly agree. And this village who raised this young man, and actually his brother, I think, was going to Stanford University. And these are young African-American men who have achieved so much early in life. And not only was he going to Stanford, he graduated from Harvard University, but he was going back to school. He was going to Yale University in the fall. So he graduated from Harvard University, and in the fall, he's going to Yale University. That's a whole lot of education. That's the top of the education food chain, the educational food chain. He's 23 years old. He graduated from Harvard, and shout out to his parents. They were lovely people. These were Black folks from Newark, New Jersey. They were hardworking Black folks, and they guided their children in the right way, where their children can succeed in life. But Harvard University, I would think community college would be a great achievement. And then he's going to Yale University in the fall. Like, what job? Like, and you know what? I gotta reach back out to this young man and his parents, because I forgot to ask what was his degrees. What did he study? What did he get his diploma for? Because you graduated out of Harvard University, and now you're going to Yale. What can you do? You run for president? And all the folks were there, and we was having a great time. My man Talon was the host, and he was doing his thing, and all of us other comedians were there, but there was some kids there. You know what I mean? There was some kids. Obviously, there was some kids there. Like, the young man was 23, but the majority of the crowd was older. Obviously, it was, it was more of the friends of the parents, the friends, the family, the immediate family, grandma, grandpa, like everybody was there. Everybody was so proud. They had tons of food. They did it right. These folks spent some money. They had some of the top DJs, house music DJs from New Jersey in the building. It was a great celebration. It was last Saturday. It was hot as hell. And so let me tell you what's an interesting point about that on a comedic perspective. And welcome to the show. It's a Wake the F Up Monday, Shawn Harvey morning show featuring Wake Up Team. I hope you guys are okay out there in these streets. Two special guests today. And where is everybody today? What's going on? Here was the interesting part about that, guys. And welcome to everybody over there on YouTube. Thank you. How do I put it? So a lot of us comedians, right? Some of us, we're able to do clean comedy. Some comedians could do both. They could do comedy with language. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your more all right. They could do the show with language, or they could do the show clean. And then you have some comedians who just do clean comedy. There's some comedians do clean comedy, but they could also do the language, the mature comedy, but they prefer to do clean comedy, church shows and just like picnics, backyards, and all that. D-Lo Mathis, what's going on? Good morning. Where's everybody at? I got two special guests and somebody in the chat room. What's going on? I'm here 100% totally committed. God bless you, D-Lo. I bring on guests and nobody's in the room. But I'm glad you're here, D-Lo. And D-Lo, we did the comedy show right before we get into our special guests and we get into the news. Kobe Bryant is signed for Kobe Bryant just agreed to play his 23rd season basketball. 23 years of basketball. God bless him. He's a tremendous athlete. And D-Lo, before we start the show, right? Oh, we already started the show. We started the show 13 minutes ago. Some comedians could do clean. Some comedians curse a lot. They curse so much, or they have the type of content that won't allow them to do like a church show. So those comedians, they stay in their lane, which is understandable. So it's understandable if you know that you're a type of comedian and you have a lot of language and you curse. I think doing clean shows is not for you. And it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you should be a versatile comedian to where you can do any room at any time and check your language. I'm one of those. Like, I could curse one night in the daytime and do a clean show in the next show. Because it depends on your schemes, your topics, what you're talking about, your subject matters. That all plays a part in it. And I say this, D-Lo, to say that one particular comedian that we worked with, oh my goodness, like, he started cursing. And he started, good morning, Mrs. MG, good morning. Where you guys at? Your guys are late. I'm on time and you guys are late. We got two special guests. We got comedian Meghan Rose from Rochester, hilarious. And also she has a business, so we're going to talk about that. And we also have Lisa, the CPR queen. She's in the building from Philadelphia, she called it. And here's the funny part about it. The comedian, right? Now remember the whole situation, guys. Hold on, Meghan. Hold on, Meghan. Let's give me a second. Okay, give me 1 second. And we're grateful to have you here. Hold on. Can you hear? Can you say something, Meghan, real quick?
Hi.
Okay. All right. And so we're doing the backyard picnic, right? For this young man who graduated from Harvard University. He was going to Yale University, right? And his parents threw him a big celebration, and they had DJs and us comedians were there, and it was just a festive situation. I was so grateful to be a part of. And there were kids there as well, right? And grandmas and aunties and the whole thing. And I'm looking around the room, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do my act clean. There's no way. There's too many aunts. There's too much going on here. Because sometimes visually, guys, you can see, even if you're a comedian that curse, you can look at the room and go, this is not gonna be a good idea for me to use some weird language. Mm. So I'm like, all right, that's in my head. I'm ready. Whenever it's time for me to go up, it's time for, I already got everything in my head. I'm good. The first comedian goes up, my man, he's a good friend of mine. He goes on stage, everybody. And guys, we got our special guest. She's going to be here for a few minutes. I'm going to give you that proper introduction, Meghan. Give me a second.
Okay.
The ADHD is popping, so it's hard for me to, when I start, I can't stop.
Do it.
So the first comedian, talk a little loud. I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Talk a little loud. Let me see.
Louder?
Yeah, now you good.
Okay.
So, guys, the first comedian, now remember, the grandma's there, like it's just a good look. The little kids are running around. We got the microphone. It's a good look. My brother, the King, one of my mentors, the New York King Talent is the host. First comedian goes on stage. And not even 30 seconds into what he was saying, he started cursing. And I was like, I mean, like real cursing. Yeah. Like he really got into some like graphic, like F words, S words, and there were kids around.
Yeah.
So remember now, the guy, we're celebrating a young man that's 23 years old that graduated out of Harvard University. These are Black folks. Yeah. These are folks that the parents worked for the post office all their lives from the hood, and they did well in life and moved out to the suburbs. And they did right by their kids, and they have a beautiful home and a beautiful life and great friends and families, about 100 people there. We having a good time. Kids are running around, and the comedian started cursing.
Yeah.
And I cringed. It was like somebody punched me in my stomach. Meghan, I haven't been punched in the stomach since 1982.
How did the crowd respond?
Good question. The crowd immediately checked out. They immediately, it was over. It was bad. And not only in stand-up comedy, but just in life, sometimes you just got to read the room. You got to read the room in comedy. You got to read the room in life. Sometimes when you go into an environment, wait a minute, let me act this way, let me speak this way, or you can see the situation unfold in front of you. And for this young man who I got so much love and respect for,
yeah,
he made a mistake.
Right.
But it was like when you've been doing stand-up or anything for a long time in life, experience starts to kick in.
Right.
So when you see aunties And I'm talking about like civil rights aunties.
Right.
I'm talking about aunties from the barking dogs in Birmingham in 62.
Right.
When you see people, hold on a second, hold on, go. Go. I gotta take my dog, put my dog in their room. And it didn't work well for this young man. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. It didn't work out for this guy.
Yeah.
And when you got little kids running around and you using the F word and the S word, especially 2 or 3 minutes into your act.
Yeah, right. They're not warmed up yet.
This is not going to work for you.
Right.
And I'll get your opinion on that in a minute. Everybody, welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started right. We have our special guest because Meghan, we got you now, and then I got we're gonna let you rock for into 8:40, and then I got another guest. But we truly appreciate you guys. Good morning, and guys, you guys in the chat room, y'all running late today. I was on time, and I don't understand what's going on. Why everybody's starting to gather in now when I started late? But Meghan, that's not for you. That's for my beloved chat room. I'll get on them in a minute. Guys, I want to introduce a good friend of mine, funny as hell, hilarious. She's on her grind, up and coming comedian that's going to be doing her thing and making noise throughout the rest of this year and years to come from Rochester, New York. Everybody, let's clap. Come on, guys, let's clap.
Hey.
For the one and only Meghan Rose. Come on, let's clap for her.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Let me tell you something. That cursing, it's got to stop.
Yeah.
It's a time and place for it.
Right.
Sometimes I curse on this show, sometimes I don't. But when you in a situation when there's little kids, when you see little 6-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 11 years old, you can't be up there, yo, F that and F that. Just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to work for you.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Now, Meghan also has a successful business as well, as long as her stand-up. But let's get into you real quick. Princess, hey, Princess, what's going on? We're gonna talk about LeBron James signing up for his 23rd year of playing basketball. He's forever young. We'll get into that in a minute. Meghan, God bless you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. We are super excited to have you here as well.
Yeah.
Meghan,
thank you.
No problem. Where you from, Meghan? Let's talk to these folks.
Sure, yeah. So I'm in Rochester, New York right now. But I am relocating to New York City soon, probably like within 6 months, I'm thinking. And then we're gonna expand the cleaning company into New York City, and then my business partner is gonna run things here, and then I'm gonna run things in New York.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Because, I don't know how many people are in a rush to move to New York, but you got a plan.
Yeah. So, comedy's down there, and comedy's like my life. So I just figure kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you do. If you want to step up and elevate in the game, you got to come down here to the New York area. No question about it, because this is where the competition is. This is where the funny is. This is where you get funny faster. Yeah, it's a roller coaster of comedy, all type of comedy here in New York City. Meghan, is that? I'm looking at the background. Is that your house, or is that like one of those fake videos of a background?
This is my home.
Let's clap for Meghan. Her place is clean as hell. Let's clap for that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's only clean where you can see it. The rest of it kind of, just.
And Meghan, my folks in the chat room, they saying hi to you.
Oh,
Meghan,
do I see the chat or no?
I don't know. And Robin congratulated you for your cleaning business. We're gonna get into that.
Thank you so much.
Meghan, how long you been doing stand-up comedy?
So in October it'll be 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, so guys, she's new to stand-up. And she's been doing stand-up for 3 years, and mostly in Rochester, New York, right?
Yeah, so just like 1 year from June will be like the first time that I went to New York City. I went for like a weekend, and then I just have been coming back every month since. So it'll be like 1 year since I've been like traveling back and forth to New York, but then 3 years total in October.
I've been asking this question lately because I'm fixated on the Diddy trial.
Oh,
The Diddler, Mr. Freakazoid himself, Mr. Baby Oil, Mr. Sperm on the chest.
so crazy. I can't believe that.
Mr. I'll pay your rent. Megan, the prosecution wrapped up their closing arguments Friday, and now today they're going to hand this case to the jury for a verdict today. So we could get a verdict as early today or whenever. I want to know your take on the Diddy. Bernadette, good morning. I want to know your take on. We have the super hilarious up and coming comedian Meghan Rose from Rochester, New York, about to come and move down to the belly of the beast. Meghan, you hold on before I ask you about the Diddy.
Yeah.
Are you built for these New York streets right now?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
You ready for real?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Every time I know I'm ready because whenever I go to the city, my heart feels like so excited and full, and I like never want to leave. Like it's just like my soul feels like it's there. There's comedy every night. Comedy is what I love to do, so I just feel so fulfilled down there.
Now you're making a major move also with your business. So obviously you have no children at the moment, right?
No. Just 2 cats.
Right, you taking your cats?
Yeah.
Got it. And are you in a relationship?
No. So I don't have anything holding me down right now in Rochester. I mean, my family's here, but I'm gonna stay in New York like 3 out of the 4 weeks of the month and then come back here for a week. I'm buying a house with my mom, so I'm gonna come back here and like visit and then just make sure everything's going good here with the business and see my family and then go back to New York.
See, right. So you don't have no time at the moment. You don't have no time to be falling in love right now.
Yes, exactly. Yep, no time.
You don't have no time. You got a business and you doing stand-up.
Yeah. And it's just easier that way. I mean, I'm like dating and stuff like that, but it's like nothing like, I'm not into anything serious because I'm moving and I'm busy.
Oh, so you dating, nothing serious, but you moving.
Yeah.
Meaning that the guys that you're dealing with, or the guys or girls, which one we dealing with?
Preferably, guys.
Preferably guys, but you could dabble into a girl from time to time. Is that correct?
No, I haven't, but I'm a very open person. I'm like, I like people that work and are funny. So, whatever.
Oh God. She's into it. Guys. Megan, before we talk about Diddy, Megan, have you ever been with a black guy?
Yes, I dated a few. Yeah.
All right, let's clap for that.
I don't discriminate. I just like people that have good souls and are funny and work hard. So it doesn't matter to me. Right,
but is your preference the urban black man with the brown skin?
Yeah.
Let's clap for that. Let's clap for that. Look at my man Princess in the chat room. Let's clap.
That's funny.
Now, before we get back into into your funny and into your career and your business, I'm feeling for the Diddler. Me personally, I think he's not guilty. I mean, for me, I just think that the charges that are brought up, the racketeering charges and the conspiracy of racketeering, sex trafficking, arson, I get the charges, but I don't see how the prosecution has proven that this man has committed these racketeering acts.
Right.
And I think that there's too much doubt in the jury that where they could convict him of all these charges. I think that maybe, Megan, they might convict him on one, I think one or two.
Yeah, that's what. Yep.
But I'm afraid for the diddler. Megan, what's your viewpoint on Diddy?
So I'm kind of right there with you. I think that they don't have like enough. Like obviously there's like a lot of stuff that he did and that people had said that he did, but I feel like they don't like really have like the solid stuff where the jury is going to be like, yeah, he's 110% guilty. But I do think that he's going to get hit with like a couple of things, but I don't think that it's going to be anything that he needs to stay in jail for. Like, I think that he's going to end up being released. And then, you know, everyone's going to go crazy and be like, oh, my God, I can't believe that happened. Or people are going to be like, oh, my God, we knew that he wasn't. But either way, his, like, reputation is, like, effed. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see if he tries to come back from this or what's going to happen.
So if you was on the jury, if you was one of the jurors, you would find him not guilty. Or would you find him guilty? Because let me answer that question right now. But while you think about it. And by the way, my man Princess Cox, no pause, want to know if you want to be a SEAL team member, would you be interested in partaking? SEAL team is an exclusive group in the group of the Shawn Harvey morning show team. It's me and my man Princess. It's a collective of the nastiest members of the room.
Oh.
And we have sex or we have threesomes with some of the major stars in our heads.
Ah, gotcha. I'm like,
so we might want you to partake with us while we take down, like, say, for example, it's Beyonce, and me and my man Princess want to take down Beyonce. Megan, we might need you in there to help us.
You guys, I'll have to think about it. I don't know. That sounds like a little bit above my pay grade, I guess.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So before you answer the question, I'm gonna say this. If I was on the jury, Megan, it would be a mistrial. I'm saying not guilty. I mean, the other jurors might be mad at me if they all say he's guilty. I don't see where Diddy is guilty 100%.
Right.
For all these crimes with the conspiracy of racketeering. So I would be guys in the chat room, put a number 1 in the chat room if you think Diddy is guilty. Put a number 2 if he's not. And the reason why we're talking about this is big news because the prosecution has rested their case and the defense didn't even give a defense, Megan.
Yeah.
So now that this case is in the hands of the jury. Megan, if you was part of that jury, which way are you going with this?
I mean, I would say guilty just because, you know, the whole thing with like Cassidy and everything, it was just like crazy. And like they have it that like he paid people to have sex with her and shit like that. So I don't know. That's just, and plus I'm like a girl's girl. So I wouldn't be the best juror. I'm not going to lie, okay? Because I would be like, you know what? Fuck that dude. He did it. I'm on your side, girl. We got this shit.
So Megan, do you think it's a women thing, though? Like, because I got a funny feeling like...
Maybe.
I think it's more... I think women... I'm just speculating here.
Yeah.
I think women are more leaning towards guilt to Diddy because he's just nasty, controlling, and like it's more emotional.
Yes, that's how I feel. Like I'm just like, yeah, he's like seems like a real big asshole, so he's guilty.
But Megan, okay, he could be an asshole, he could be a narcissist, he could be controlling, he could be all these things, and I totally agree with you. But don't you think he spent enough time in jail already for being? You think he did? Do you think 8 months is enough in jail for being an asshole?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that, you know, if he is like harmless and learned his lesson, you know what I mean? He's not going to be out there throwing these like crazy whatever and beating women. Then I think that, you know, 8 months is enough. I think that his reputation took enough of like, what's it called? Like a hit that I don't know if he'll be able to come back from this, even if he's found not guilty. So like that in itself is punishment enough. Because he went from being like on top of the world to literally almost being on the bottom of the food chain. So if you're on top of the world and then all of a sudden you're in this position, I mean, that's like a pretty big punishment, I would say.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna find out, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you watching the trial? Are you waiting for news results? Or are you too busy?
No, I'm excited to hear about it, but I haven't been watching the trial just because, I'm like literally working 24/7. But I stay updated.
Now let's talk about your business. I'm excited about your business. Yeah, I see you on Facebook and Instagram, always talking about how excited you are about your business. You own a cleaning business, right?
I do. Yeah.
Yo, that is exciting.
I love it. Yeah, I own Rose Cleaning Company, commercial, residential. Like one of our slogans is, if you can dream it, we can clean it. So we just like literally will clean just about anything. You know what I mean? And we're expanding into New York City, which is super exciting. And we're killing it in Rochester. In 3 years, we've become like one of the biggest cleaning companies in Rochester. We got 20 employees, lots of contracts. Yeah. So we have an awesome team. We're really excited.
Let's clap.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking back in the day, I was going to get into the cleaning business about 5 years ago, like for one of the side business. I was like, you know what? Doesn't cost a lot to get involved in this, and blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, I done went on to all the other things that I do. Yeah. But that's really exciting. So it's you and you have a partner?
Yeah. So I founded the company 3 years ago, and then a year later, I brought in a business partner. She's also a comedian. Her name's Grace Turner. She's amazing, very funny. And she just applied to be like the head of residential. But when she came in, she just started researching things on her own time, like helping me, giving me like really good ideas and everything. And I was just like, yo, I want you to rock with me until like we're done with the cleaning company, or until, whatever, until we grow it to what we want it to be. And so I, signed her on as a business partner, and it was like the best thing I've ever done.
Well, I'm super excited for you. That's amazing, and much continued success to you and your business, for real.
Yeah, thank you.
Now back to the stand-up. What's the difference between stand-up in Rochester, New York, and New York City? What's the difference?
The biggest difference is that, like, in New York City, there's open mics and there's shows literally like 24/7. You could probably do comedy for a whole 24 hours out there at some point. And in Rochester, there's 4 open mics a week. So we just got our 4th one. And then there's like a couple of shows. Also, there's only one comedy club in Rochester, like one main comedy club. Whereas in New York, they're like all over the place. So the opportunity, like you were saying earlier, to grow faster is definitely in New York, because you can hit like 3 open mics in one night, work out the same set, and then change it every single time. Whereas if you have a joke here in Rochester, you work it out on Monday, and then you got to work it out on Tuesday, and then, Wednesday. So what you can get done in one night in New York takes a whole week in Rochester.
That's awesome. And do you have any close comedic friends up there in Rochester? Because, we run as a community.
Yeah.
And that's with any job. You know what I mean? Like you run with a pack of folks. You have a few friends. You have folks that help you with your comedy. You have a bunch of folks up there in Rochester that you run with?
Yeah, definitely. A couple of them I love them so much. Good News and Izzy. And then I have obviously my business partner, Grace, and then a couple of the other girls that I hang out with. So there's about a handful, but we are like a pretty close knit community in Rochester. Like, it's not like cutthroat. I don't feel like we're always trying to help each other and like give each other opportunities. So I really like that a lot.
So now coming to New York, and guys, the hilarious Meghan Rose is on deck this morning, and we're super excited to have you. And thank you so much, because we're gonna let you go in a minute, okay? Yeah. Now coming down to New York, you got a bunch of folks like myself and others that are here to welcome you to New York with open arms, and anything that we can do, we're here for you. You already know the vibes and you know the energy.
Yeah, I love it.
So we're excited for you to be a part of the New York circuit, and you got to come down here and just kick some ass, and we're here for you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so excited.
Okay, listen, let them know. I'm going to bring you back, okay? We're going to bring you back and I truly appreciate you. But let my folks know exactly where they can find you, and we appreciate you. And your Princess, you up there bugging, but you're hilarious. Go ahead.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram. It's Meghan Rose Co. and MEGHAN Rose, and then CO is in comedy. And also, I just wanted to shout out, I am helping co-produce my first comedy show at Comedy in Harlem. October 11th, we're bringing my very funny friend. I'm his booking agent right now. His name's Joel James. Hilarious. Has a really big following. I swear he's like one of the funniest people I've ever met. So Comedy in Harlem, October 11th at 5 p.m. It's a Saturday during the day show. First one in New York, first one that I'm co-producing. So it's about to be really lit. So I'm excited.
See, that's awesome. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, hustle.
Coming to New York, getting it, putting your feet on the ground, running, doing the show already. Joel James, I know him, babe. Funny.
Love
Yo, and I'm glad and I'm happy. I can't wait to see you. I'll be seeing you soon. And anything that I have, I'll definitely reach out to you.
Dope. Awesome. All right. Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you so much. We're going to bring you back.
Okay. Let's talk soon.
Okay. Later. Peace.
Bye.
All right. Later. Yo, we appreciate the young lady, man. God bless. We got somebody else. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Where did she go? Wait a minute. Okay. Yo, Princess, look, we got somebody else. Lisa, could you say something real quick?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Shawn, for having me.
Guys, good. This young lady right here. What's funny about this? And yo, Princess, you are hilarious. I just read some of the comments in the chat room. Funny. We'll talk about that later. I met this young lady. This is Lisa. Lisa, introduce yourself real quick,
So, my name is Lisa Bush. I am a nurse practitioner. Born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I appreciate Shawn inviting me to the show today. I just met him yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. Yeah, guys, you're not going to believe this. I was doing another one of those private events that I was talking about that I've been doing all weekend. And I met Lisa. I was out there selling my merchandise, and she definitely supported, which I do appreciate you. And then she handed me a business card. And ladies, she's not lying. I met this woman yesterday. We don't even know each other no more than 24 hours.
That's it.
and she handed me her card, and she says, she does CPR. She has a CPR business. And I was like, well, you know what? Like, if you got time tomorrow, and I forgot that we had Meghan, and I apologize, but I forgot that we had a guest, but it still worked out. And I said, could you come on the show? And she did. She said yes, and she's here. And that's the power of this people connecting.
Yes, I can agree.
Now, Lisa, welcome to the show. So Wake the F Up Monday. God bless. Mr. Rich Wilson just coming back from vacation. God bless you. I'm glad you're back in the chat room. Appreciate you. Lisa, I know you just said you're from Philadelphia, right?
Yes, I am.
Now, before we get into all that, what type of business do you have?
I have a CPR business. So I'm brand new, spanking brand new, running my business. It was in my heart to go ahead and get this launched. I feel like people have a need for it. So anybody can do it. I think if you sit next to me, I want you to save my life.
Right. Now, guys, put a number in the chat room if you don't know how to do CPR. Put a number 2 if you don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, well, guess what? You got connections right here. You got connections. And I'm more than happy to come to you and show you how to do it.
Okay, so you're a nurse, right? So what made you want to just do the CPR? Like, what was the most important part of you to say, you know what, let me get this out there so people can learn CPR, obviously?
I mean, a lot of people hear about CPR. You hear CPR, 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 but instead of saying the whole term is cardiopulmonary resuscitation. So we shorten it by saying CPR. CPR is so important. If somebody's heart stops, then your heart is beating automatically. But if your heart stops, you're going to need somebody to pump it for you manually. And that's where CPR comes in. You're going to manually get in there and get it done. So that mother, that child, your uncle, your aunt can be living again another day.
Let me ask you something. And I need to say, and I'm married to a nurse, and I don't even know CPR. That's hilarious.
Oh no, I gotta get with her.
Yeah, I'm married to one, so if I fall out, she's got to help me out.
Right. But if she fall out, can you help her out?
Exactly. I need to help her.
Yes. Yes.
Do
Yes.
you need? There's a lot of number ones in the chat room. A lot of you guys know how to do CPR. At least I might have to take one of your courses.
Oh, please, please. And guess what? You're gonna get that discount price because I'm meeting you in a unfamiliar place. This place I've never been to, but it meant to happen. But CPR is so important because anybody can take it. It's important because we're trying to save lives out here. I feel like if you don't know, ask somebody. This is the 2025. We still got 6 months to go. Learn something new. Learn something new. Do something different. Don't put it on your bucket list. Get it done. It don't take that much. The courses are only like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And if you're brand new at it, it might be 3 hours, but it's gonna it's gonna stick with you right up in here.
Uh, CPR fascinates me. And you know why? Do you have, Lisa, let me ask you a question. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. All of you are walking into the chat room late as hell today, and I don't know what's going on. Lisa, do you gotta be in shape to do CPR? Because I see
Not at
people
all.
doing CPR on people like on TV, whatever, and they try to get them pumps in, and it seems like they're not strong enough to do the whole maneuver. Do you have to be in shape to do that?
You do not have to be in shape. That's a good question. You don't have to be in shape. But what I will say, what I will be showing you is how to correctly position yourself in order to do it effectively. You want to do it fast. You want to do it hard because you are manually pumping that heart. So it's a way of doing it, and that's what I'm here for. I'm going to show you the correct way, or your wife can also show you too. But I'm here for you to show you the correct way of doing it because sometimes just getting in there, getting it done. You're going to start with those compressions first.
But do you think? Okay, I know that right. Training is definitely the most important thing about CPR because what if the emotion part is trips me out. So say if somebody fell out and fell on the floor, like
Right,
some people run away from the fire and some
right,
people
right,
run to the fire.
right.
Do you have to have a certain mindset? Because some people see people fall out and they don't know what to do.
Yes, exactly. But that's why I want to give you confidence in my course to say, hey, I can do this. Lisa taught me how to do this. I can get this done. Instead of running away, somebody got to run and call 911. But in the meantime, somebody going to be there to hopefully save that life by starting that CPR.
Like, can you do the CPR like with your foot? Like, how does that work? Like, can
You
you?
That's a good question too. I would recommend not doing it, but if that's all you have and you're in the right position, But mostly we do use our hands, we use our arms, we use our upper muscles. We definitely do, because you got to be positioned over the person correctly.
Now, is this in your opinion, in your professional opinion, like what is the percentage of folks that don't know CPR? Like I said, put a number in chat room if you know how to do CPR. Put a number 2 if you don't. Give me a number 2. Let me put a number 2 in there because I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to do it. So Lisa, like, what do you think? Like, how many people out here in this country don't know how to do CPR like me? Like, what's that about?
I think it's a lot of people out here. I can't think of a number off the top of my head, but there's so many people that don't know it. And it's sad because most of cardiac events, they're not happening in the hospital. They're happening out here on these streets, you know? So somebody gotta know how to get in there and start that heart up again. But if you're not knowing, and I mean, some of it is our community. I'm working on getting some funding to help people that is in our underserved area that can also have access to getting this CPR training.
So let me ask you, so is more folks, are you, what are you saying? Like more folks should have more CPR credentials in the hood comparison
Yeah,
to someplace else? Is that what you're saying? Because that's
I'm,
what I'm hearing.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when your heart stops pumping, you out in the street. You're not in the hospital. You're not. And then they're not gonna. A lot of times they're not. You're not gonna be in the hospital before they start CPR. Hopefully, somebody out there in these streets know how to get the CPR started, get this heart pumping again until 911 arrives on the scene. But if they're not there, somebody should be doing it, or that person ain't going to live again.
Yeah, this is very important. This
It
is,
is very
you know,
important.
I mean, I want to take one of your courses. I know my wife. I want to support what you're doing, but I know my wife is here. But this is definitely important. And right, in your opinion, you think everyone should know how to do
Definitely.
this maneuver, right?
Yes, definitely. I
So
I was
so
going
let
to
me
say,
ask you.
go
So
ahead.
now you started a business.
Yes, 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 yes.
Let's clap for that. Let's clap.
Thank you.
But let me ask, let me go back. So, is there signs and symptoms
Oh,
of
that's
folks
yes.
that are
Yes.
like about to have a heart attack? Like,
Yes.
could we talk about that real quick?
Yes, yes. So signs and symptoms. So first of all, somebody could be sweating. Somebody could be keeling over. If there's shortness of breath, there's all types of things. I mean, a lot of times they're right in the restaurant and they're doing their thing. And next thing you know, you say something doesn't look right with that person. And next thing they keel over, you know? So yeah, there's a lot of symptoms. Yeah. Everybody is different. It's not no one way.
Right. Now, in this business model, like, what are you doing? What are you going to schools, churches? Like, how do you get your business out there so people can participate? Like, how does that work?
So I just launched my website today, and it's imcpr skills dot. I mean, email Google. I'm sorry, Google at google.com. So imcpr skills at google.com. So I just launched that today, and that's one way. You have my phone number 267-366-9837 is another way. So I provide small, intimate classes. I don't want to have nothing too big because the more bigger it is, people get lost in the sauce. And I want you to go away knowing some skills, not knowing that you can get this done. So I do small, intimate classes.
And how long, everybody, we got Lisa. She's in the building. She's here. We're super excited to have you here. How long have you been a nurse?
Good question. I've been a nurse for over 20 years. Um, I'm a nurse practitioner, so I work in a capacity as a provider.
Gotcha. And what got you into nursing? Because my wife was saying like I think her grandmother was a nurse, and that whole trickled down that way. Like what got you into nursing?
So what I saw when I was in hospital, I had to take my family member to the hospital, and I saw it wasn't a lot of us in the community or in the hospital as a provider. I saw different nationalities in the hospital. I said, I can do this. I can do this. I can save my family. I can save my community. I can help them as well. So I started out with oncology. I started out at Temple University Hospital, and I worked there for over 10, 12 years doing nursing and an oncology floor. So, And then I said, you know what? I think I could do more of this. I went back to school. I took advantage of the opportunities that I had at Temple, went back to school, and now I'm a family nurse practitioner.
Let's clap for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, nursing is very demanding. Sometimes my wife be coming here dragging a foot, like she just lays down and go to sleep, and I'm like, "Yeah, it was a rough day today." Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she, people dying with her. And she's like, "Yeah, somebody died today," and she talks like it was like a regular day. Somebody died, but it's such a demanding job. But
It
we
is.
do appreciate all you guys, all you nurses and doctors. Obviously, you guys are true heroes in your profession that keep folks like us alive.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now and then we're gonna let you go. And listen, first of all, I do appreciate you because the show's almost coming to an end already.
Wow.
I definitely appreciate you. So you just launched, and everybody, let's give a round of applause. She just launched her website today.
Yes.
So just like we had Meghan on a few minutes earlier, a woman who has her own business. She's just now we have Lisa who now also has her own business. I think this is a great business model for you to articulate this whole profession to folks like myself that don't even know CPR
Yes.
and others. And we wish you the most success. Like,
thank you.
You got to get out there and pump these hearts.
Yes. I love teaching. I love educating my people. I want to break it down to a level where you understand it. I'm not trying to talk above your head. I'm gonna break it down, explain it to you, and give you that confidence as well as you know what's going on.
And I'm for sure. I don't know. You know better, obviously. Like there must be like stats on a lot of folks catch heart attacks all the time. Is that like what's going on with that?
Yeah, we don't realize how many people out here, especially in our African American community, have hypertension, high blood pressure, and that's all the same. But that's your risk of having a heart attack, so where the heart is stopping. So we want to be prepared. I want to educate my people that hypertension is serious. It's not just about the blood pressure numbers. It affects a lot of body organs. So that's why they are more at risk for having a heart attack if their blood pressure is high. So I don't want people to walk around thinking, oh, it's just a number. I want them to know that this is serious. That's why I enjoy educating my people. I really do.
So in our community, do you think that there's a risk of our folks with high blood pressure, diabetes, and right?
Yeah, all of that combined. And what I call that personally, I call that a double bubble because you got more than one thing going on. You not only got that high blood pressure, you got now your diabetes. And so that affects the cardiovascular system. That's the heart. Got to pump the blood to all parts of your body. How many years you been alive? 50, 40, 30 years? This blood got to go circulate through all out your body for them many years. So as we get older, the plaque builds up in our arteries, things like that. So I want people to understand that it's a very serious thing. I don't take this lightly. I might joke and play with you, but I take your life serious.
Yeah, you are definitely focused right now.
I am.
Are you in a relationship, or are you just focusing on just saving the pumping hearts? What do you do?
Right now I'm working full time. I'm doing my thing, and this is my baby that I just birthed. So I'm excited about it, and I want to get out there and reach a lot of people. I know I live in Philly, but I travel to my church, Victory in Christ Center and Delsey Drive. That's where I go to church at. And so I will be having some classes over there as well.
So guys, as you can see, she's totally focused. She ain't got no time for no man, nothing right now. She's out here trying to pump these hearts up and save lives and educate folks. And that's what she's all about. And that's her mission statement. And let me tell you something. It was such a pleasure meeting you and your girlfriend last night.
Thank
I mean, your
you,
friend
Linda.
at Wilson's last night. It was such a pleasure. The energy was just amazing. And I'm just so glad that you had the opportunity to come on this show this morning. We're here every Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. So you are more than welcome to join us.
Thank
We
you.
definitely gonna call on you again. We
Okay.
wish you the most success
Thank you for
on
having
your
me.
new
Thank you.
endeavor in your business.
Thank you so much. It was
So
such a
what we
pleasure to meet you.
so what we're gonna do is, you know, what we're gonna do, Lisa, we're gonna give you the last word. Where can our folks find you? There's a bunch of folks that listen to this show that are in the Philadelphia area as well.
What I would love to say, and thank you so much, Shawn, for having me, first of all. But what I would like to say, if anybody mentions your name, I'll get them $5 off of the cost to have the CPR training. I'll give them $5 off. We will have classes all around New Jersey, Philadelphia. Go on my website, I am CPR skills at gmail.com. I am CPR skills at gmail.com. My number is 267-366-9837.
And what's the website one more time?
I am CPR skills at gmail.com.
Exactly. And your phone number one more time.
267-366-9837.
And do you have any social media that these folks can
Yes. I am still working on the Twitter, the Facebook. I'm working on those things as well.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you. Listen. Let's give Lisa a round of applause. Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you so
I
much.
wish we could talk. We ran out of time that fast already. But I'm gonna definitely be in touch. We
Please.
truly appreciate you. Lisa, you and your peoples are more than welcome to join us Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. We are here, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Lisa, thank you so much. We truly appreciate you, and we are out of here. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Guys, see you in a few days. Thank you.
Bye.